So we are live. कसं काय पुणे? So myself Ronit Virvani and I'm the lead for GDSC MIT ADT and today I'm here as a host on this live stream for Solution Challenge. So आज हम बात करने वाले Solution Challenge के बारे में. So before starting the Solution Challenge के बाद I just want to know कि कौन से GDSC से लोग यहाँ पर मौजूद है and please spam in the chat the name of your college and the GDSC you're from. Come on, let's see. Oh my god, I can see the chat. It's cool. Yeah, GDSC, MIT AOE, MIT ATTU. Okay, people from Kolhapur has also joined. Okay, TAE, Cummins, PCCOER, PCIT, PICT, DYPCET, DY Patil. Oh my god, MMCOE. That's a really good crowd. I am enjoying it. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting a lot of good response. So before starting it, I'm going to introduce our speaker. So our speaker, she is pursuing undergraduate degree from Cummins College, and she is currently a project trainee at TE Connectivity. She loves developing things, and she has participated in a lot of hackathons. And to name some hackathons, we have Hack Harvard, we have IBM Hackathon, Code for Good of JP Morgan's, and she's an upcoming intern at JP Morgan's and Chase. And I personally am working with her in the GDSC community. She's a GDSC lead at Cummins College also, and I'm telling you, she's one of the best leads I've been working with, and she's really good to connect with, and she's one who can get along with her to work so well, and I'm really proud that I'm working with her. Can you guess her? She's none other than Ruchika Suryawanshi. Please welcome Ruchika Suryawanshi. Give a round of applause.
Okay, that was a lovely introduction. Thank you so much. And yeah, finally the solution day has occurred, and I've been waiting for this from very long. I'm so excited about Solution Challenge because I personally was a part of Solution Challenge, and trust me guys, it's one of the best hackathon. It's not a hackathon actually. It's one of the best experience that you'll have in your engineering life. If you have participated in Solution Challenge, that means you have done something in your engineering. So I'm very excited to share my experiences. I'll be showing my own app which we have built, and I'll be answering some of the questions which you guys have. So stay tuned. I'm very excited.
Okay.
So as lot many people have joined, so I'm very curious about like how many of you have joined GDSC and how long you have been a part of GDSC. So okay. Apart from core team member, the members can also be counted.
Come on, guys. Put in the chat. Come on. We are waiting you to spam. Yeah, I can see some people. Okay, that's 11 months, 2 months,
1+
me
year,
for
that's
5
nice.
months. 1 year plus. We have 1 year plus also. That's great. And yeah, okay. First year people have also joined. Okay,
Oh my god, first
FE,
year, you
oh,
gonna take so much, like you have 4 years ahead.
exactly. There are a lot of first year ka crowd is a lot of here. Like I'm really excited to go ahead.
First years
Okay,
have a very good amount of time. Like you
yeah,
can be a core team member, you can be a lead, and it's not necessary to be a core team or a lead. You can just be a member and you can get all the benefits of GDSC because
exactly.
trust me,
Like there's a
it's
lot
one
of
of
time to
the
get the
best
exposure.
community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Ruchika, I'm seeing a lot of good response over here. but I know that you've been a part of GDSC. But I guess you're connected with this community since long back, not only after becoming the lead or during the process of becoming a lead, but I guess I know that you've been connected to this community since long back. Do you want to share something with us?
Yeah, sure. So, for me, like, I just got to know about GDSC just scrolling through Instagram and just like searching over through internet and some YouTube videos. And I was about 17 to 18-year-old when I got to know about GDSC. There's something exists like GDSC. And
Oh
at
my
that
god.
time, I was not even aware of like which like am I going to do a BTech or which college I'm going to get. So I was very small at that time and I got to know about it. So, and yeah, trust me, like GDSC has literally helped me to grow well, whatever that I am today, whatever the skills that I have, whatever the person I have become right now. So I will give more like 80% credits to GDSC because it has provided me a path, a right guidance which everyone needs. And as I saw, like there were multiple first year responses, like, oh my god, you have freaking 4 years, you have like 4 years, like you can do anything in that. And
Yeah,
obviously GDSC will help you in that as well.
I'm really like excited to have first year people also over here, like because like you knowing this community from the age of like 17, 18, and then I can like understand key first year people, they can relate to you much over here, and I'm
Yes,
really excited to go ahead with. So
because that
guys,
age of 17 and 18 is something where you should explore as much as you can. The networking and all of the factors matter a lot, and that what GDSC provides.
exactly.
So just take a full advantage of GDSC.
That's what I'll suggest too. And guys, to take that advantage, please ask your friends also to join the stream and then let them know that the live stream has started, because still now we have not get into the details. We are going into the details very soon. So please ask your friends also to join in, and we are just beginning the fun. Okay. So like yeah, moving ahead. So, how many of you guys have participated in the hackathons before? Because, yeah, this solution challenge is not only about hackathon; it's more than that. But then, still, we'd like to know from you, like how many people have participated in the hackathons? Like, just spam in
Or
the
at
chat.
least you know about what hackathon is, or you
Yeah,
wanted to be a part of hackathon.
come on, just throw in the chat. Come on.
Okay, there are like lot many people had
Yeah,
fear of hackathon. You don't need to just participate in at least first of like one of your hackathon. Just give a start because start is needed. That is much needed. So once you get a grip over hackathons, you'll be like nobody can stop you.
okay. We have people. Come on. Just tell us, ki, like, how, like, if you have participated, throw in a yes or no. Then, how many hackathons have you participated? Because participating in hackathons, like, just if you participate once, you get in the loop. Like, you don't stop. Then, come on.
Yeah, and hackathon is not just about building stuff, it's about networking. You get to know about new people, you get friends. And obviously, in every other hackathon, you end up making something new. And obviously, there's learning, there's a lot of learning.
Exactly. Uh, so yeah, Ruchika, you have been a part of so many hackathons. What do you
Yes.
think? How is Solution Challenge different from like all the traditional hackathons? I'll say.
Okay, so for me, I would not say solution challenge is a hackathon because it's not a hackathon. It's something where like-minded people come together and they build a product. So it's not a project, it's not a hackathon submission or something. They found like they work on a problem statement and the solution which actually impacts in reality. So the it's not 1 month or 1 day, 2 day hackathon. It's entire 8 months hackathon. So I won't say it's going to be a pure hackathon. It's something where you get a chance to work on building your own product. Building your own product means it's your own child and you have to nourish it at every other stage. So all the members in a team have to work so hard and if you're a part of Google Solution Challenge, the 8 month period is going to be really fun because trust me, I have been a part of it. I have gone through all the 8 months and it was amazing. So it was really amazing.
So yeah, that's really great. Like I have seen like how to participate. I have myself participated in several hackathons, and like it's real fun. But at the same point, it's really important to do that hard work and keep the streak going. Yeah.
Yeah, and also the duration of 6 to 8 months is like you end up learning new things. Sometimes there are certain things which are new, and if you learn that, if you wanted to implement in your solution, you have to learn it because you want to win the hackathon in the end, or you have to enhance your project. So you have to work on it. So in the entire 6 to 8 months, it's not just about building; it's about like enhancing your own skills as well. So yeah, that's how solution challenge is very different, and we'll be covering what how your submission can be impacted, and how can your solution should make a standout point among the others. We'll be covering all of them in further slides, so stay tuned.
So yeah, uh, I guess that was a really engaging question, and like people are talking in the chat. I'm seeing that, and yeah, SIH. I am seeing SIH mentions Smart India Hackathon, and some people are saying like a finalist. We have a finalist of SIH, and
Oh
ideathons. Ideathons are also very, very important and crucial part. It's not like there's not much difference, but yeah, ideathons and hackathons move along together.
yeah, and Google Solution Challenge covers all ideation, designing, prototyping, testing, then beta testing, all the other things. So it is all it.
So yeah, let's move forward and let's know what is solution challenge. Yes, Ruchi, please.
Okay, so what solution challenge? Okay, so what solution challenge is? So solution challenge is the main purpose of conducting the solution challenge is that the United Nation has decided a goal that they have to achieve the 17 SDGs, like the development in those 17 areas by the end of 2030. So Google have supported, they have organized this solution challenge from 4 5 years, and the main purpose of solution challenge is to solve those 17 SDGs, at least improve it at certain level by the end of 2030. And if we have seen the progress of like last 4 5 years, it has really impacted the projects which the students have built are actually existing in the market, and it is really helping right now, like the projects like Eye of God, where the blind people are able to walk like a normal person through the with the help of technology. Then projects like the other one where the climate change can be detected and all. Then health section was also managed through the solution challenge. So yeah, solution challenge goal was somehow 50 50 60% is already achieved, and we have next 7 years. So obviously it's going to impact a lot, the development is going to be really nice, and obviously the solutions that students are going to build every year are getting improved, and the competition of hackathon is also getting increased every year. So yeah, so the main purpose of solution challenge is solving those 17 SDGs. So 17 SDGs, as in these are the 17 SDGs. So it covers no poverty, hunger, all the other factors that is responsible for the sustainable development of our life as a human being. So not just human being, but the other factors like climate, then animals, the overall life cycle that matters. So it has covered all the 17 SDGs and that, and we have to solve, like at least improved it at certain level by the end of 2030. So that's the goal of solution challenge.
Right.
Yeah.
So like this slide, the sustainable development goals का slide is really overwhelming and like यार कैसे select करे यार, like Ruchika, it's really overwhelming to like have such a amount of choice, but now if you want to work for a solution challenge or you want to create a solution, like then which SDG would you choose, or like what would be your approach to choose a SDG?
Okay, so choosing a SDG, it completely depends on individual, like what interests they have. Like for me, if I get a chance, like I'm very much interested in the field of good health and well-being, as well as quality education. So I'll be choosing any one of these two, but mostly I'm more inclined towards good health and well-being, so I'll be choosing good health as my SDG target. And obviously it's not necessary that we can participate in solution challenge just with one SDG. It's not necessary. We can focus on multiple SDGs as well, but obviously your end solution is that what matters really. So selecting a SDG is critical. It's a bit hard because you need to understand entire what problem they are facing, how what and what sort of development is already done and all. So it all depends upon your team members, what sort of interest do you have. And if you have interest in the field of, let's suppose, quality education, in the field of edtech or something, so you can go with that. So something that fascinates you as an individual. Don't just run for any other topic which for which you don't have a prior knowledge. Go for some topic which is relatable to you, or you have that excitement to work on that. So yeah, obviously, for me, I will be choosing good health and well-being.
So yeah, even I am getting a clear idea now, like really, because even I last year I didn't participate, but yeah, this year I'm going to participate. So I'm also a keen listener over here, not only just a host, but yeah, I'm listening you and I'm learning, and yeah, now I have also got a clear idea and a clear picture to which SDG to go forward with, or what should be my approach to choose a SDG to participate in the solution challenge. So yeah, I guess we should ask in the chat, like, is everything clear with the audience, or like which SDG they would like to choose, or like
Yeah, which
what?
SDG you guys want to participate in
Yeah,
solution challenge?
like, guys, can you just pitch in your SDG ideas? Because yeah, can we just share the SDG slide again so that people can see it? Yeah. So like we have total 17 SDGs over here, and which is of no poverty, no hunger, good health, quality education, as Ruchika mentioned. What would be your SDG to participate in? Can you just like think of any just randomly? Because yeah, to choose an SDG, you need a good, you need to have a good discussion, you need to have a good mindset. But yeah, if randomly, if you were to choose any, what would be it?
What you will be choosing, Ronit? Yeah,
I'll go with the quality education, because in the rural areas still the quality education is, I'll say a bit not that we don't get it over there. So like I'll try my best to give the quality education to rural areas to children also, and sometimes they miss out because of the fees issues. Sometimes they drop out of the schools, they drop out of the colleges. That should not happen, right? Everyone should have a equal opportunity to have education. So yeah, I'll go with quality education.
there are certain questions. Okay, no hunger, economic growth. People are answering in the
Yeah,
chat
really,
section.
really,
Oh my
really
God,
good. No,
oh, that's nice. Industry, innovation, and infrastructure, renewable energy.
really
So
great.
we
Like
have
people are expanding their
a variety
horizon.
of people and
Yeah,
their interest.
exactly. I like it. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so now you know how to choose an SDG. Now the main thing is you have to participate in team. You are not going to participate as an individual. So the main thing, how to build a team. So there are multiple factors. Like sometimes it happens that you don't have people like around you who are equally interested, or maybe your like topics didn't match or something. So how you can build a team, like the proper dream team, right, Ronit?
Yeah, because यार आजकल ड्रीम इलेवन पे टीम बनाना is easy than finding a team for hackathon. Seriously, like
Yeah,
yeah,
finding someone who is like you, or someone who thinks in a way the direction which you guys both have, it should not be same, but yeah, you should agree on some similar terms. Then obviously the skill set matters, the interest, the team bonding, and other factors as well. So my suggestion would be to build a team. Try, just don't restrict yourself to the people who are surrounding to you. GDSC is a global community. It's not just restricted to your own college or own city or a state or a country. It's not restricted to any parameters. Just no other parameter matters while building a team. You can participate with other students from other college, university, state, country as well. So it's all up to you. So try to network with people and find someone who is like minded, who have like-minded thoughts with you. So that matters a lot. And obviously GDS is a global community. You'll get a lot of friends. Networking opportunities like huge. It's like a deep ocean. You have to just find the best people around you. So just try to network and connect with people in your community, the entire GDSC. Then the most important factor is that try to get people with different skill set. Now, like if suppose you are building a team and there are like four web developers. So in that case, like all of them are working, you won't be able to redirect, or just if you want to integrate ML part, you won't be able to do that because all of the people are with the same skill set. So try to include the variety in the team. Variety in the sense, keep someone who is good at designing and business model planning. Because solution challenge is not just about the code; it's about impact. So it has multiple phases like designing, then like the problem statement which you have selected. Is it an actual problem statement or just a problem statement which you think? Like if suppose I thought that this is a problem, but it's not necessary. Everyone feels like it is a problem. So you need someone who is good at designing and have a good knowledge about business model as well. Then who is able to work in team. Then obviously dedicated to build a solution. Obviously, it's a 8 month hackathon, and as I said earlier, here you are not working on a project or a solution to a hackathon or something. Here you're working on your own product. Treat it like as your own startup. It's a small baby. You have to grow it with your skill set. You have to put all the skill set which you and your teammates have, so that your child will grow and it will be the best and give the fullest solution, like fullest output in the end of the like solution challenge. So it's your own product, you're working on your own startup. Treat it in that way. So yeah, so obviously, and if we consider the different skill set, designing, the teamwork, team bonding, then all these things matter. But in the end, you have to build something, right? So the technical skills as well as like those skills also matter. But just try to make a variety. So if you have a, like, just first select a domain if you want to go with web development or a mobile development or something different like a hardcore IoT based something, robotics or something. Just select that and then try to find people in that area. So if you're building a mobile app, you need someone who is good with mobile development. Then if you want ML integration, that also depends on your problem statement. So try to find someone who is good at ML part. Then obviously you need a good designer. Design matters a lot here. Your technical coding, whatever the code you have built is not entirely based for the judging criteria. Your design also matters. So have someone who is good at designing, and yeah, try to include multiple fields as well. So that would be my suggestion. And yeah, if you have all these things together, that you can say that is a dream team.
So I guess that was a very brief summary. And guys, ड्रीम 11 जैसे घाई मत करना, ठीक है? आराम से टीम बनाना, सोच समझ के टीम बनाना और एक ऑलराउंड टीम बनाना, ठीक है? अगर घाई करोगे, अगर जल्दी करोगे तो फिर फंसोगे. इसलिए सोच समझ के अच्छे से आराम से टीम बनाना. And use all the tips that Ruchika has given. And for reference, you can again rewatch this short segment of this video, and you can go ahead with it. Okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that was really great. Thanks, Ruchi, for like giving us such a brief on building a team. Let's go ahead.
Yep. So now you got a team, you got a good dream team, as you said, you got a SDG as well. Now you have to find the problem statement. So here comes the solution challenge. The design, the entire structure is very different. Here in normal hackathons, you have a problem statement given. Here you have to find a problem. So like in whatever the SDGs you're targeting, first in that you have to do a well research, like what development has already done and what is remaining. And in that way, just look around you, in that field, like look around your surrounding. Is there any problem? So you have to first find a problem. Okay? Like now, if I got a problem, and it's not necessary that problem is going to be an actual problem, so I need to confirm that problem is an actual problem or not. So for that, I'll be taking survey, and survey is not knowing, it's not going to be a general survey, it's going to be there with your targeted audience, whoever you're targeting. So let's suppose your goal is health industry, so you have to look for someone in the health section. Let's suppose COVID-19 affected people, so you have to like test it on, or if you have to test the survey from the people who are affected through COVID-19. So that needs to be a your strategy for before like selecting the problem statement. And yeah, like if they agreed, like after getting a survey, you will get a conclusion that is it actually a problem statement or not. Then if you got, okay, this is a problem state, like this is a problem which is actually faced by many people, then try to work on it. And just don't directly jump to the solution. First try to understand the behavior of people who are facing it, because there are certain things that matter. Because if suppose someone is already affected with a problem, let's suppose COVID-19, so you have to understand the entire use case study of that person, and sometimes a person has overcome the situation. So like if you are building a solution and your target audience or the person who is there involved in your problem has already solved it, so you have to understand their ways as well, because they must have figured out some or the other way. It's not going to be the actual or the optimized way, but they have gone through it and they have overcome through it. So you have to understand their aspects as well, and then understand the selected SDG in that area as well. So these all things matter a lot, and after doing all this analysis, give the statement that this is my problem statement. Otherwise what happen is sometimes we directly jump into the solution. Okay, just build karna hai kuch to bhi, code kiya, khatam kiya, submit kar diya. This is not going to work in solution challenge, because the format is entirely different. Your problem statement and how much impact it is going to create after the solution is found, so that all things matter a lot. So you have to do a detailed analysis. So I'll be showing my submission, which I did in the further slides. So these things matter a lot, the surveys and all. So you have to create a proper documentations out of it. So moving on, how to find a solution to the problem. Now we got a problem. So how should we approach to find a solution? We are not directly jumping to the code part, the technical part. That is the end section. So for to get a solution of any problem statement which you have discovered, you have analyzed certain parameters, and based on that you have declared, okay, this is my problem statement and now I have to work on it. So the very first thing is approach it in a design thinking way. So design thinking way would be, you have to understand your user, then you have to ideate it, you have to design a new problem statement out of it, and then you have to create a prototyping, then you have to test it, reiterate it, and lot many things appear. So that is what design thinking approach is. So find out the ways how they have solved the problem. As I've said in the previous slide, there are affected people who have already overcome the solutions. You have to hear them, who hear their part as well, how they have overcome it. Then talk to the people who are facing it right now. Some are facing it, and try to understand what difficulties they are facing in that section. Then take a survey. As I said, target the audience in the particular field and give them a survey, and like a normal kind of a normal survey you can take, or interview kind of thing also you can do. But yeah, so just that is only for the purpose just to understand your target audience, and then do a proper pre and post testing. So once the entire thing is done, build a prototype and then test that prototype with those people, and then take analysis, the feedback and everything from them. So this would be the ideal approach to find a solution. Please do not get directly into your laptops, VS Code, whatever the Android Studio, whatever the code editor platform you guys use. Don't jump into that. First, try to sit together, all of your team members, brainstorm it, try to talk with the people who are facing it, and that would be the best approach, because otherwise you will just end up making something kuch to bhi ban gaya hai abhi pada hua, but it is of no use because we have not approached it in a right way. We have not understand the target audience. So these all things matter a lot, and you have to create a proper documentation while working on the solution, and I'll be telling you why documentation is necessary in the further slides. So yeah.
That was really a great explanation. Like, guys, I mentioned in the beginning, right? There's no one who can, like, we have the best in the GDSC, and she's the best to explain you everything, and you can see it in the way the details are being given. Even I am looking this session as a participant, and I'm getting to learn a lot of things. So yeah, let's go ahead. Come on.
Yeah, so now we got to know about how to find a solution to a problem. Now we got the entire prototyping, the UI UX part, the prototyping, the mock-ups and everything is ready now, and we have got a survey from users that this is going to be done, and we must have got certain amount of feedback from them. Like we must have added 2 3 extra features which are not of really any of the use, so we can discard those features by understanding the user, the target audience. So after that, once the prototyping, mockups, and everything is done, you have to go to the implementation stage, which is designing the model. So designing and implementation. So design will be done. You got a entire structure, like how the UI will look, how the backend will work, how the feature will work, the whole entire structure. Now you will build a solution out of it, the beta version. Then after building a solution, you have to test that beta version to the target audience जिनका आपने सर्वे लिया था. So you have to test it on them and again take a feedback from them. So that will be your beta testing. So, beta testing is very important. It is a standard approach which every company follows, and you have to follow the same path. So, during the beta testing, take a feedback from the user how they feel like after using that solution. They must have they must have their own opinions, and they have certain features which they would like to add, and there might be some improvements which you guys have to do. So you have to do this entire phase again and again in a iterative manner to get a best desired solution. So this would be your best way to implement a design model. So beta testing and everything is very important.
So yeah, Ruchika, when before we move forward, like you
Okay.
talked about design and implementation, right? So there's just one thing I'd like to ask. You have participated and you've made an application, right? So I just
Hmm.
like to know, like, how did you implement this design and implementation ka approach? What was your thing to do?
Okay, so for my time, actually, for you guys, you got a really good amount of time. I have decided that I'll be participating in Solution Challenge around mid of Feb or something. And in that time, I was just thinking because it was a COVID period and the health and well being was something that I love to do, and in that way I was thinking there's certain everyone was at their own place, so let's build something that is in the field of mental health and your physical health, so that people won't feel depressed and everything at their places. So we spent entire 15 days on designing and all these things. We have taken surveys, we have the records, how many people we have tested it, we have all the pictorial graphs and everything, and that had really helped in during the submission of our solution for the solution challenge. So we spent entire like 15 to 17 days on designing part, how the prototype will look and all of that. And I personally love doing the mock-ups part, prototyping how the flow will work. So I have done that part, and there was one person in my team who was good with UI UX part. So oh my god, he's the best UI UX designer you'll get, and I'm so happy that he was in my team. So he designed the entire UI within just 2 days. Within just 2 days, entire night we used to sit together and we just used to do the designing and all part. So we just started it something, and like after taking the surveys, we got the entire prototyping was done, and based on that, we have shortlisted some features and we have implemented it. So the coding part didn't took much for us because we have 3 developers in our team. So we completed the entire app like by the end of 18th to 19th of Feb, and we published the app on Play Store by 23rd of this thing. Sorry, March. So like this was the amount. Like we just took 17 days to develop the everything. Then on the 23rd, the first version of our application was there on Play Store. We have tested it, we have floated everywhere. And again, we took a survey. How did you guys liked it and all? Again, like after taking the survey, it took like 2 days to take a survey. So by 25th, we got the survey analysis. And then we again worked on the project for next 3 days. And again, we published the next version of the app on Play Store. So it again got published, and then hence that was the thing. So that was our two iterative approach. Sorry, the three iterative approach. First one for the designing, and two approach for this thing, the design technical solution part. So that was our approach, like that what we did in our, and we have like maintained the entire documentation for this. So and that has really helped for the submission round.
Like documenting things is a very good thing, and I'll keep in mind, like, and I'll also suggest people to do the documenting thing. And yeah, the approach which Ruchika said is a very good approach, and I'll follow that too. And yeah, I hope that people are getting to learn a lot of new things. Yes or no, please spam in the chat. Are you getting to learn a lot of new things today? I mean, are you getting some productive things out of this live stream? Come on, let's see in the chat. Is it a yes, or is it a no?
What question did Shravani have? What if, can you display the question? What if we don't know coding being in first year? What are the other skill set for which we could try? So first year, I would suggest try to participate first. Just do participate, and you can focus, like try to search for the team members who are looking for. If you are interested in designing and all, and you can like you can like give your inputs in that part. So you can just participate, or try to create a people who don't have skills but they are willing to learn. So in the process, it's not just 2 3 days. You are getting more than 2 months to work on. So obviously, you'll get a new challenge that, oh, I have to work and learn on this certain technology. So that would really help me, as like if you are learning something, it will just get added to your own skill set as well. And plus, you'll be submitting some or the other thing at the end of the solution. So don't just say that I don't know coding being in first year and all. Try to implement. You still have a lot of time, because solution challenge in the end you need coding. Like the code is necessary, because that is the entire last part, and that is necessary. So try to come up with a solution, even if your solution is not totally built. However, how much the part, somehow whatever the part you have built, submit it, but just try to participate. That I would say. And 2 months period is enough, I guess. And you guys can surely learn something. I mean, 7 days is enough to learn something new, at least to get adapt to that. So I guess 1 to 1.5 month period is enough for you guys.
So yeah, like the question was really good, and we'll take up more questions in some time. And
Yeah.
while yeah, and I'll be like, we are open to questions. You can put in your questions in the chat box, and we'll take the questions in some time. And yeah, let's move on to the next one, because yeah, the real
Okay.
content is about to come now. So let's
Okay,
go.
so now you have did all the brainstorming, designing, you have built your solution. Now what? The main thing, the main picture comes here. How you are presenting your solution. And sometimes what happen, you have built something really nice, but you are not able to explain it. You are not able to put forth the inputs or the impact your solution is going to create in the SDGs or the problem statement that you're targeting. So, making your solution stand out, there are certain other factors. The first, there are actually three criteria that matters a lot while judging your solution challenge. One is your video submission. So, once the judging start, first they will look into your submission, how good the like video is, and you have to explain everything, what problem statement you are like targeting, how you have solved the problem statement, what solution you have built, and then you have to come to the what thing you have built in the end, and the outcomes out of it, what you guys have. So, video submission is very important. Second, your answer in the question form. Like there is the 17th of March, you'll be getting a submission form. So, that submission form is very important because it has many documented questions. And it's not a question, it is all about what you did in the last 2 months. So, entire testing strategy, surveys and all. So as I said, documentation is very important, so that will help you in the answer questions of the submission form. So submission form is the second most important thing. And once your video and like submission form is checked, then they will go to your code, like okay, did you build something out of it? And if these things are like coming up together very nicely, then obviously you'll be getting shortlisted if your solution is actually creating an impact. So the novelty of solution also matters. So as I said, maintain a documentation in each phase, every phase, whatever the iterative approach you're following. Keep a data of user testing and feedback, and if you have did user testing, please do the improvements which you got as a feedback from them. And then the main thing that in the submission form you have to mention is that future scope of your project. So if you got shortlisted, what other things you will be improving in your solution? So if you are directing it in a right manner, obviously it creates more impact if your solution is actually solving the problem statement. So this is how you can stand out your submission. So for the solution challenge, you have this timeline. As I said, it's a 8 month, 8 month hackathon. January is already ended. You have February and March. So the end date for submission is 31st of March, and you still have 2 months. So obviously, for the people who have no coding skills and all, they can just start learning something. Then the other phase, like April, May, June, July, there will be a mentorship phase where googlers will train you, like they will help you to enhance the solution, and then they'll rest of the day, like again you have to work on the solution and the demo day and the finalists, the winners of solution challenge. So these are the, as I have mentioned this before, like your project setup, implementation, feedback testing, what the feedback of the customers or the targeted audience have impacted after you improvised the solution. So you have to maintain each and everything, the future steps. All of these 5 steps are very important in your solution. So try to make sure that you will include all this thing in your submission form. And I'll be sharing my submission form as well in the further slides. So run it, the prizes thing. Everyone is very excited about it.
Yeah,
So yeah, what do you think?
what I think, what everyone think, that I think, the most exciting thing that we wait for, and like the thing that we strive for, we do hard work for. Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
this is the thing.
Okay, so once the shortlisting is done, top 100 teams, the structure is changed this year. Previously, it was 50 teams used to get shortlisted. So they'll be getting mentorship under Googlers. And trust me, that mentorship phase is very, very important. And obviously, you'll be learning something. And there are technical Google, like technical members from Google will be helping you to enhance the project. So it's like win-win situation either. Then there is top 10 finalist. These are the winners, like who will showcase their idea in the demo day. Then they will be getting $4,000 each. And the top three winner, like they will be featured in the Google developers blog as well, and the amount which they will be getting is $12,000.
Wow,
So
$12,000.
judging,
Oh
yeah,
my God, did you
12,000.
just mention $12,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to win it this year. I don't know. I'm going to win it this year. I want it.
Okay, I hope you will.
Thank you.
Okay, so the judging criteria for judges, as I said, your video, your submission form, and your code. All these things matter a lot. So it's a 50-50 distribution. So for 20, like 50% is given to the impact. So whatever that you're building, it should solve something in the end. So there needs to be certain amount of impact your solution is going to create after building your solution, and that matters a lot. Plus obviously if you're creating an impact, you have to use technology for that. And the like 50% part is for the technology. We have multiple technologies, we have multiple languages, framework given by Google, but like in how in a better way we can use the technology to create that impact, so that also matters. So that is your judging criteria, 50-50. And okay, so as I said, both things matter a lot, your approach for solving, designing, testing and all, and then how you approached it with the help of technology. And then there is one more point. In your solution you can use any of the technology, but it is mandatory to use at least one Google technology. I would suggest use all of them, because all of the technologies, like there is ML kit, there is Google Cloud. I have personally used MLKit and build chatbots using Dialogflow. So it's just make the thing very easier and simpler. So you guys also can try that. Okay, so my
Yeah, so
experience.
it comes to like experience, right? Experience. So like we have a ocean of experience, I guess, in front of me, Miss Ruchika. But yeah, like you just mentioned in the starting, ki you like solution challenge is different from other traditional hackathons, right? It's a 8 month long hackathon, and or I'll not use the word hackathon over here. It's a challenge, right? It you
Yes.
have to be in it for 8 months. 8 months is a very long time, and like you did that, and like I want to know like what was and how was your experience for that long period of time, and how did you learn and what did you learn in that phase?
Okay, so for me, like I was just 18 to 19 year old. I was not even in my engineering at that time. And I was just curious, like I was just a curious person since childhood, and I was into tech like since I have decided this in my sixth standard. So I have this thing, like I got to know about Google GD, like Google Developer Student Club, and then I just become a member of one of the GDSC in Pune, because my at the time I was not in engineering college, so I was really not able to join a GDSC at that time. But so that's why I was just a member of of the other college. So, and I have my team members were from different different state, I would say. So that's what the power of GDSC is, and I have learned a lot. Like I have recently started Flutter at the time, and through, as I said, it is more of learning and building your own product. So I got to know about, like I was just a beginner at that phase. I have just started Flutter 2 months back before I have decided to participate. So in all the 6 months, 6 to 7 months of the solution challenge, I have developed my coding skills in Flutter. And obviously Flutter is a very cute language, as Ronit, you also used it. So it's one of the best language which I used in every of my hackathon, and I got to know about that also through Google Solution Challenge itself. And plus the mentorship phase, like the one that's one of the best thing, because the way we were approaching the idea was very different, and when the Googlers came into picture, they have like redirected us to the right path. We were just going into a multiple approaches and all, like multiple direction. They have put us into a right path, like this is the right path and you have to follow it. So it was really really nice at that time. And yeah, like being a semi-finalist, we were so happy. Like we did not even thought, like I was just a 18 or 19-year old at that time. I was not even sure that I'll be able to do it. It was just something that just blown into my mind. I just learned the Flutter. I have just joined the GDSC, and the entire thing just got changed.
That's really a lot of experience, I guess. And it was so amazing to hear from you. And also to know more. You just talked about Flutter, right? And we are like just a bit diverting from the topic. We are also having the Flutter campaign coming up,
Yes.
so I'm really excited for that too. And yeah, so learn a lot of technologies. Learn it very. I'll not say learn, but yeah, just develop it with heart and go through it with heart. Then there's nothing to stop you. You can use anything to develop, and yeah, so that's it. And that was really good to hear your experience, Ruchika. And yeah, let's go ahead.
Okay, so this is
Oh my god,
my.
yes. Addict Sack. Oh my god. 4.9 star ratings and 500 plus downloads. Guys, we are pasting the link in chat box. Please do download and give your reviews because Ruchika and her team has given a lot of hard work and put in a lot of day and night work in this. And yes, I'd like to know more about this Addicts and online recovery app. Yes, Ruchika.
Okay, so Edits is more like an online recovery app. As I said, the time where we were working on the solution was the COVID period. Everyone was at home. Everyone was like not able to focus on their mental health as well as the physical health, because everyone is at that stage they were at their home. So there were not a really connection, or like Google Meets भी करते थे तो भी कितना करते थे. So there are certain time limits. So people got exhausted, and we have thought of let's build something, because many people got into depression, many people have committed suicide and all of these things, so that had happened. So we just thought of creating something in that way. So yeah, like Edits is a online recovery app where it focuses on your mental health as well as physical health, because if you want to be a stable person, you have to maintain the balance between your mental health and physical health. And Addicts have all of that. And we have contacted different therapists, NGOs, and we have created a plan for each and every the addiction level they have. We have focused on the mental aspects. Plus, we have created a community bonding in it, and plus the physical health. So there are certain that we have used the ML for that. So it's for the, I will be showing the demo for that as well. So I just want you guys to know the difference between the phases of solution challenge. So I'll be showing you the stage one, this phase one of our testing. So phase one, we have certain features which we later on change and we have enhanced. Like there were 3 4 iterative approach, and in the end, at the fourth stage, we got the final solution. So I'll be first showing you what how the app used to look like at the initial stage, and here is the demo video which we have submitted. Is it audible?
Yeah,
Has
it's audible.
become a
Yeah.
critical issue in today's world. Addiction has become a critical issue in today's world, no matter which age group you are.
Whatever the case, addiction involves craving and loss of control. The substance use or activity continuing even if it causes harm. This includes problems with studies, job, money, relationship, or your health. To contribute something in this bigger issue, we are introducing Addicts, an online recovery app for the people who want to get rid from addictions. The problem is grave and losing the human race, which is a tremendous failure. The condition requires serious measures for which we have come up with the solution Addicts to procure.
So initially the app used to look like very different one. So where there were like the UI were different. There were not so much multiple features. There were certain features which was not like useful or not creating that much impact. And later on we have submitted this final solution, which was, this is how it used to look the
Then there is
initial stage.
addiction page. We have
The UI was
categorized the
very,
top
I mean, it was
varieties
blunt,
of addiction that are
and
faced
certain
by
features
every
were there, like
individual in
limited
today's
features
world.
were also there.
After selecting a particular addiction, a brief information about that addiction is shown. A small series of questions are asked. After answering those questions, you'll be prompted to a level of addiction page. After analyzing your addiction level, a self-explanatory plan is generated. In the plan section, daily one task gets unlocked, and the user has to perform those tasks. The progress of the particular addiction is tracked in the progress section of the app. If anyone suffers from addiction, there are many. Addiction has become a critical.
Okay, so as you have seen, the UI, the features were very different in that stage. And through all the four different stages, we have come up to the final solution where we have considered all the factors like taking the survey, different testing sprints, and all. So this was the final submission.
Addiction has become a critical issue in today's
I'll
world.
be just moving further with
A
the.
serious measure for which we have come up
So
with
this
the
was
solution
the
Addicts to procure treatment,
final solution.
guidance, and to support those in need. Meet Taxi, your compassionate companion to help you throughout the journey. Smile and relax. The AI will click your picture. We have categorized 15 addiction programs, which begins with a questionnaire to check the level of addiction, along with a specific recovery plan. Relaxing activities. Here, users can experience exceptional activities to ease their muscles and minds. Addict resources. Get access to addiction-related trainings. Do you know? Here we will enlighten you with healthy health facts. Habit building. Welcome to healthy habits for daily life. Spotlight. Users can avail of different offers exclusively for them. In-app surveys. Help us to improve by giving you feedbacks. Curiosity. Perform your daily tasks. Mood questions. Tell us about your mood and give suggestions for flexing. Diet plans. 15 real-time diet plans to ease your suffering. Doctor's suggestion to call, chat, or visit doctors. Check this page out. My addiction plans to keep track of your addiction-related plans. Contest and yoga plans. You can find your particular yoga plans for your addiction and perform them with the help of AI. Addicts contest. Check your skills here, participate and win. Peers challenge. Here you can challenge other people and accept their challenges and win. Contest leaderboard. Here you can access the leaderboard and rank teams for the participating challenge. Text. Ask your addiction and mental health related queries. Feed page. Get daily motivation from others and motivate others. Speak loud. Ask your queries and your queries will be answered by the experts. Profile page. Keep track of your addiction plans and addiction related activities here. Experts advice is like here. Users will have the facility to contact doctors either on email or chat. Get quick access to edit features like sessions. And sessions will be videos of audio and video therapies along with sessions. Rewards. Complete challenges and tasks and win real-time 10 rules and patches. Immunity checkup. Complete the assessment and then complete immunity report. Notification and reminder. Send you reminders about execution for your current task. Language feature. Our edits app is available in 9 different languages so that everyone can access edits. Nearby convenient facilities. Get drugstore, medical store, supermarket, hospitals nearby to you on one click. Edits is developed using the following Google technologies. To improve our Edits app, we have conducted total 5 different surveys all over across the India to improve user experience and some features in Edits.
Okay, so that was about if you have seen the difference between the initial version of the app and the final version of the app, it's huge. That from every other perspective, from design, from implementation, the features which we have added. So that was the thing that really helped us during the mentorship of the Googlers. So yes, Ronit, you are on mute, I guess.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There was some disturbance from my side. So yeah, that was really a good demo from your side. And so let's move ahead with the submission. It's a really important part of the solution challenge because if that is done properly, then half of the thing is done over there, I guess.
Yeah. So one second, I'll be sharing the submission form.
Guys, meanwhile, I'll ask you to post your questions in the chat box so that we are going to take it in some time. And
Okay, so
yeah,
are you guys able to see the screen?
yes, it's we can see it.
Okay, so this is what you'll be able to, like, this sort of questions will be getting in the submission form, which will be released on 17th of March. So there will be certain questions which you have to answer. Like these are the normal questions, like which the details which you have to fill in. So the UN goal which you are targeting, then the technologies and platforms which you have used. Then you have to submit a demo video as I've shown in the previous video. So, right. Okay, so there is this question like, please clearly describe United Nations sustainable goal. Then you have to explain why you have choose. Like as I said, you have to maintain a documentation throughout your designing, like implementing and testing phase. So if you have proper documentation, you will be able to answer this question correctly. So you have to answer these sort of questions, like how does your solution address the solution, and like what problem statement you are looking for. So you have to answer these questions, and this answers are only possible if you have maintained a survey. So what is your future steps? So like you have to add that, then walk us through the testing you have done. So as have mentioned, we have multiple testing, as I've like it was shown in the video as well. Like we have taken different surveys, we have taken the feedback from them, we have talked with the NGOs and rehabilitation centers and got their inputs as well. So that was our testing strategy, and it's not going to be same for everyone. But yeah, so what was your testing strategy and how the testing strategy has improved the solution? Then obviously the technologies which you have used, the architecture you have to mention there, and you have certain questions like what challenges you have faced and all. So this is the survey, I mean the entire your documentation is going to help to like this submit this form. And yeah, as I said, your video, your submission form, and your GitHub code, these things matter a lot. So just try to focus on these things.
So yeah, please everyone keep these points in mind. And I guess we are done with the submission form thing, and we are done with the PPT. And before we pitch into the Q&A thing, I have a couple of questions for you, Ruchika, because I was noting things down too, and I have seen that, like, during the introduction only I said that you participate in multiple hackathons, right? So like, and of course solution challenge is one of the benchmarks, and you invested 8 months of your learning phase, I'll say, in this challenge. So like, I just want to know, how did you juggle between college and challenge, and how was the time management done? Because yes, I want to know about.
Okay, so for you guys, it's your daily college. For me, it was not the same case. It was a lockdown situation. So I got that edge. Like I don't have that traveling thing. And so I used to get much time at home. So my college timing was 9 to around 4 something. So I used to manage my college and everything. But I was very interested in this, like building this app and even my teammates. So we used to spend entire night sometimes like 4 5 a.m. And like in that way we have managed to do it. Like everyone was very excited. So if you have people around you who are equally invested in the process which you are building or whatever that you're working on, and it will help you also, it will motivate you as well as a person. So yeah, like obviously, and the keeping priorities for me, it was like a lockdown situation. So I had a edge wahan pe. But I would say you guys have much time, so you can manage. Just find a good people around you, have a good team, and try to work. So that was my way. I used to work at night. Like I'm a night owl, so
Of course. Uh, so yeah, now I guess we should pitch into the Q&A thing, Q&A questions, and I guess we have a lot of questions in the chat box. And so one of the questions was, can we submit multiple projects?
multiple. No, you can't. If you're a part of one team, you can submit one solution, and that is going to be just one project. And
Okay.
plus one, that you can't participate in more than one project, like like more than one team. So you have just one team, you have just one project, you have to give all your time in that. Just give your best. Is only making an app using Google technologies is the solution, or can we integrate it? Oh my God, this is very nice. I wanted to hear something like this. If you like want to integrate hardware in it, please do that, because from last many years, there are like many software based solution are there, and I guess most of the SDGs are already solved. So we need some sort of innovation, and if you are able to integrate it with hardware, so obviously it is going to be one of the great outcome you'll be getting out of it. So yeah, please do that. mm,
We have a question. What if we have a product which is related to innovation and advancements on current technology?
yeah, you can do that as well. I mean, innovation on current technology, okay, that's really nice if you have something, but just try to focus on SDG, because SDGs are are something which you have to tackle in the end. So try to focus on SDG and the problem statement. So if you want, if you like as you have said, if you want to enhance it, like existing technology, so you must have thought of some issues with it or something sort of. So you have, so that issue would be your problem statement, and you can improve it. So yeah, that could be done.
Kunal Patel has a question. Will implementing many features in an application
One
like
second,
using...
can we just display it on screen so that everyone would be able to see the questions?
Yeah, I guess we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, I'll read out the question for you. Well, Kunal Patel asks, will implementing many features in an application like using Google services increase the chances of winning, or it's the idea that will matter?
um Idea that matter, I would say, because
Okay.
you need to build something which is okay. This was the question. Will implementing many features? No. Okay, so that is not a good approach. Features doesn't matter. If you have 100 features, you have 1,000 feature, is it, it's not going to be really helpful. The thing that matter is that you have 10 features, but 10 features are actually solving the issue, and 100 features are like just there for namesake. It is not doing much. So the one solution with 10 features who is actually solving the problem would be taken further, not the 1001. So the idea matters, because if you have minimal amount of features but you have innovative features, so that makes a count.
Okay. Uh, is it
Tips on time.
again? Is it Isha asks us? Is it compulsory to use any Google technologies?
Yes, you need to use at least one Google technology. And like if you have any other, if you want to use any other like any other technology apart from Google, you can use it, but it is mandatory to use at least one of the Google technology. Yes.
Okay. Shravani Joshi in the chat is asking some tips on time management. Yeah, +1. Even I'm asking.
Okay, so I guess time, everyone, this is a problem for everyone, you, me, everyone. So it just depends on the priority. Like you need to prioritize your things. Like for what thing I have to give how much amount of time. Because obviously you have to manage your college, you have to manage your extracurricular, you have to manage the community thing, you have to build your own self as well. So you have to give a certain amount of time and you have to prioritize your work. So that's my suggestion on time management.
Actually, for time management, I use Red Bull, but I guess I have some tips now, and I'll use this tips rather than Red Bull. Thank you so much. So I guess we have covered a lot of questions, and one more question from my side. I guess I have one more question. Like you told us about addicts, right? So
Hmm.
I was just thinking, how did you get this idea of creating an online recovery app? Because which faces which more focuses on your mental as well as physical health.
Yeah, so at that time, like 1.5 year back, there was no such things, because our dependency was completely physical, like going out for gyms. Then if someone is interested in doing yoga, or if someone is interested in doing therapies and all, so our life was completely dependent on outer part, like the physical aspects. We have to go other, like outdoor activities were there. But the time has changed, entire picture got changed, and we needed something, and at the time there was nothing like that. And idea was just that, like many of the people were facing, even some of our friends, and there were many stories like that were there, like people have committed suicide. People were not able, like the small children who were at age of 6 to 7 are facing the anger issues and all. So which was all because of the lockdown. So that's why we have thought of something which could help their mental as well as physical health, because that was not really possible for us to go outside and focus on our all the aspects, like mental and health, like the physical well-being as well. So that was our the main ideology behind that.
Okay, that's great. We have one more question. Someone asks, which domain is better to solve problems smartly?
Which domain? That completely depends on your interest and the problem which you have choose. So if your problem is much of ML side, you can choose the ML as a domain. And if it's like it completely depends on the domain, actually, I would say, because each problem statement is going to have its own perspective, its own effects, and its impact would be different. So there are multiple technologies, you can merge them all together. That would be one of the thing, because integrating application, and now one have said they wanted to create like software integrated with hardware. So I don't know what solution he was going to build, but that sounds good. So you can build anything. It's all up to you what problem statement is, and for that problem statement, which technology would help me. If I'm choosing a problem statement, which technology would help me to work on that problem statement. So yeah, that's answers your question.
Okay, we have one last question coming in. Does the real world solution matters or just better design?
Better design, no, obviously not. Not only the better designing is a option, because for designing is a part of getting a real world solution, but in the end you have to create an impact, you have to you have to solve a problem in the end. So it needs to be a real world situation. So solving a real world problem, and actually it needs to solve it in a right way actually. So not designing alone is going to create an impact. Obviously we can't go anywhere just by taking the prototype and designing. We need to come up with a solution. So yes, the approach of everything merged together would be the answer. Okay. Ronit, you're on mute again. Sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Again, there was some disturbance. So yeah, I guess all the doubts were cleared, and even my doubts were cleared. So thank you so much, Ruchika. And so yeah, now I guess we have completed all the Q&A, and yeah, people are saying thank you very much. Thank you for answering. Thank you so
I
much.
just wanted to tell you guys, if you need any sort of guidance or if you need any sort of help, just ping me on my LinkedIn, Twitter, anywhere. And there is one WhatsApp group as well for the GDSC Pune Google Solution Challenge. So you can connect me over there as well. So I would be more than happy to answer your queries. And like if you have any other queries as well, I'm open to solve that as well. So you can connect me on LinkedIn as well. So I'll be
Everyone,
sharing my LinkedIn.
that's Ruchika
There.
Suryawanshi for you. And yeah, so you can connect with us, all the leads also on the Solution Challenge group. We have shared the link in the chat box, and you can join the group, and you can network over there with all the people from around the city, and you can participate, you can work with them. And now, moving forward, uh, we'd like to invite our fellow leads uh,
Yes.
from other GDSCs, and I'd like to invite Devin. I'd like to invite Vatsal to come into the stream and give some vote of thanks. And yeah, please go ahead, guys.
Okay. So first of all, Ronit, can we have Asit as well?
Yeah, yeah. Can we have Asit also? Yeah, thank Asit. Can you join
Okay.
us?
Yeah, yeah.
So till then, कसं काय पुणे? कसं वाटलं सेशन? I hope सगळ्यांना खूप okay fine. I'll try to speak in English and Hindi. I hope you all had really great insights. I hope you all had really great motivation to have solutions, build solutions, and impact the community. Because Richika, I was really motivated to build solutions for our community, and I would like to thank you for having us all here and giving so much great insights to all of our Pune student community. They were just so much enthusiastic that even after a great day, a hectic day, I would say, at college and traveling, असं लोक बसमध्ये लटकून बिटकून घरी येत असतील आणि तरी पण they are motivated to attend your session and listen to all of us. So thank you Ruchika, thank you whole Pune student community की तुम्ही सगळं हेक्टिक दिवस कॉलेज अटेंडन्स कॉलेजचं वॉचमन हे सगळं करून तुम्ही इकडे आलात आणि असेच एनिथिंग फ्रॉम युअर साइड.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely appreciate all the efforts put in by Vinay, Ramit, Vatsal, Ruchika, you. Like इस इवेंट के पीछे जो भी मेहनत गई है जो जो हुआ है स्क्रिप्ट पीपीटी रुचिका ने जो टाइम निकाल निकाल के बाप रे किया है ये इट
And I
इज
would also like to give one amazing insider information bolo या कुछ behind the scenes. I'd like to give you that these guys who you are seeing on the screen, they have worked their asses off. They were up till 3 o'clock yesterday, and I don't know how many nights they have put into just for this one session. So whole GDSC Pune community is behind you. We are always here. हमने एक व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप बनाया है, हम कम्युनिटी भी बनाएंगे. हमने बहुत कुछ प्लान कर रखा है आपके लिए. सो जस्ट बी विद अस. वी आर देयर फॉर यू. वी आर ऑलवेज हियर फॉर द सपोर्ट. आप बस सोल्यूशन बिल्ड करो, आप कम्युनिटी में इम्पैक्ट करो, कम्युनिटी हम देंगे. वो मीम वायरल हुआ था ना, क्या था वो, तुम कम्युनिटी दो हम सॉल्यूशन देंगे, ऐसा कुछ तो लेट्स डू दैट, लेट्स हैव ग्रेटर इम्पैक्ट एंड दिखा देंगे यार पुणे क्या चीज है. वत्सल, हाउस द जोश?
Yeah, it's nice. Am I
अरे
audible?
नॉट इवन 3 AM. रुचिका सोई नहीं रात भर, रेड बुल पी पी के 7:30
Yeah.
बजे तक जागी थी.
या सो
Oh my God.
हाँ
Is
अगेन
Ruchika also like having Red Bull ka time management thing? What?
It is tried and tested by Asad, recommended by Asad.
Yeah.
तो सबके शक्ति का राज, सबके एनर्जी का राज, अगर जीडीएससी लीडर बनना है तो रेड बुल. ये एक नोट कर लो सब. जीडीएससी बनना है, जीडीएससी लीडर बनना है तो रेड बुल. रेड
Oh
बुल
my
इज आवर
God.
वे टू गो, रेड बुल इज आवर एनर्जी सोर्स.
Yeah, we need a high energy. So like जितना energy होगा उतना ज़्यादा काम होगा. And I must say like we didn't only work. We were having some people. You know that we are exploring all the GDSC's names. You can find your chapter also. And we have made our WhatsApp group as Ruchika told. So it's a one way of communication. And we are also planning on something big. So like बहुत हो गया लेक्चर ज्वाइन करके, ऐसा कुछ समथिंग कुछ तो कूल करते हैं. सो वी आर वर्किंग ऑन दैट एंड currently we are 35 plus leads and like now this year we are planning the colleges where GDSC chapter is not there. We will definitely help them. So before that, I will say follow GDSC Pune. And if you really like this session and if you give us something back, so kindly post all the videos, photos, whatever you have took by tagging GDSC Pune and all your chapters like GDSC MIT, ADT, Cummins, from which college you are here. So you can see our GDSCs, all the chapters are here. So guys, are you interested to join such session, such type of sessions on this YouTube channel? So if you are interested, we can plan future also, whether on solution challenge or whether on anything. But we need your support. And yeah, I really thankful to my fellow Ronit, host and co-host, Ruchika, our speaker, and our tech member Vinay, Asit, Devin, and not me. There were so much people, those who are working behind all the GDSC leads Pune. We are now a GDSC Pune family. So you are also a part of GDSC Pune family. So let's do a big thing. Thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Vatsal.
काफी
Thank you so much.
पारिवारिक माहौल हो गया ना यहाँ पे, काफी
Yes.
पारिवारिक माहौल.
अरे पारिवारिक म्हणजे पारिवारिक है. क्वेश्चन
So
नहीं,
yeah,
बट ट्रूली वी ऑल आर हियर. लाइक अगर फैमिली बोला है तो सच में फैमिली मानते हैं. कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम हो ग्रुप पे डालो, सब सॉल्व कर देंगे. पर्सनल हो या प्रोफेशनल हो, सब सॉल्व कर देंगे. जीडीएससी लीड है, सब कर सकते हैं.
ग्रुप पे भी ना हो, पर्सनल पे लिंक्डइन पे पिंग कर दो, जो भी जब भी अवेलेबल होगा. क्वेश्चन
पिंग करने
एडवाइस
से पहले
रिप्लाई
फॉलो भी
करेगा.
कर देना, वैसे फॉलोइंग
हाँ.
इंपॉर्टेंट है.
Yeah,
yeah.
so I
So
think,
guys,
yeah, Rohit.
we have posted the links for GDSC Pune social media handles in the chat box. You can see it over there. Do connect with us. Do connect with all the GDSCs. Do be a part of the solution challenge group, and we hope to see you forward. And we hope to see you on many such big events. I guess, yeah, big events. I guess big events. Yeah, coming up maybe. So yeah, thank you so much for joining in. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon.
Yeah, bye.
Okay,
Bye.
so can we have three
Guys,
cheers for us? Three cheers for GDSC Pune. Hip hip,
Hooray.
Hooray!
hip hip,
Hooray.
Hooray!
hip hip. Hooray.
Hooray!
Nice, nice, nice.
let's
So
make a
yes,
GDSC logo. Let's make a GDSC logo and we'll click
okay,
one.
cool,
Yeah. So is it visible? Yeah.
nice.
Thank you.
Thank you
Yeah.
everyone. Thank you for
But
joining.
your eyes
Thank
are not
you,
visible.
So yeah.
Thank you guys. Yeah. So Tata, bye bye. Good night. Have your dinner. Bye.